All right, let's get this stream started. Super official starting of stream things. Words. I say all right like every time. Hi, Drew. How's it going?
It's a start to the stream, all right. That's for sure.
Yeah, starting right. Let's get over here and take a look at what we're looking at. We're watching Raphael take us for a ride the Dunkin' Donuts machine. That's what we're doing.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the Dunkin' Donuts livery, like we said last week, though, looking sexy.
Right?
And hopefully he's going
Right.
to keep it looking
Get the
sexy
stream
as he
started.
keeps it out of the
Oh
wall
God.
this week.
Official starting. Back feed.
As I say that.
Back feed. All right, like every back feed. Hi, Shush.
Back feed. You had your own stream unmuted, huh?
Now everyone knows how much delay there is. All right,
So do you.
We're gonna call that one
Now
fixed.
you-
Yeah, no, I already knew. I knew. I know
you?
things.
Did
No,
you?
I had no idea. Oh God.
Well, now you know.
What an
So
absolute train wreck.
even though you weren't sure whether you wanted to know or not, you now know. So.
Yeah. All right, let's give these boys an announcement here really quick. I'm not gonna unmute anything I say, so you always know what I say. Does that sound good?
That's fine.
That was
Okay.
monkey see, monkey do, eh, Ben?
Oh boy, what are these guys? Oh, Carrie's in the grass. That's not great.
Yes, he is.
I want to know what
Yes, he
happened.
is.
Hold on, I have replay controls.
Sorry.
Let's see here. Oh.
We gotta lose, Halton.
Oh! They go for a ride. My goodness.
That's what you don't want to do here at
Yeah.
USA Speedway.
Sorry to whoever I just hit. I was behind another car and I didn't see it.
Drivers, about 14 minutes until our driver's briefing. Just wanted to let you know. All right. So,
Hi, Ben.
oh, what's up, Randall? All right, so we got to figure out. Take a sip of my water
Hi.
while I'm trying to speak, and then
Understood.
I'm gonna go through the process of how I make my awesome super signature. Everyone else does them. I'm not that special. Camera angles that watches the whole track for the race. So I like to use
There you
either
go.
blimp or chopper. I'm gonna use blimp because it's closer to chase cam this time. We're gonna F10 to get rid of the radio, and then we're gonna control F12 to bring up the camera stuffs. And then we're gonna change the position to fixed, and we're gonna change the aim type to static, so it's literally not moving at all. And then we're gonna mess the FOV a little bit. just to
John, you are blinking very bad on
get
my
ourselves
end.
out there. I'm gonna mute those gentlemen there for a moment just so that I can talk to you guys. So the bottom controls usually help with the rotation. We want to be looking so the checkered flag and stuff is below us though, so we'll do that. And then we will move it this way. We're going to want to zoom out quite a good bit still.
There you go. Get that camera angle, Ben.
Doing it. You see, it's just kind of like an overall massaging of like a bunch of controls that is not straight at all and would probably bother most people. That's better.
It's whatever.
It's not whatever. It's important. Gosh,
No, in
I thought
terms
you knew.
of other people. Yeah, I wasn't meaning your cameras.
Hey, and there's a camera
Dang.
angle. Look at how spread out everybody is. It's so
Look
pretty. All right,
at
nobody hit the
that.
wall. Quick. All right, so what I might do is I might actually just let's do this. Let's move X this way just a wee bit so we get that angle on it, and then let's look up at the track. That's kind of cool. I like to give it a little bit of angle instead of being directly over the top of it. Oh, I think that's Thornton taking it for a spin. Oh, but he keeps it off the wall.
Sorry, 3, I did not see you.
That was a heck of a save. I thought I muted them. Oh, gosh.
You shouldn't mute them. What do you mean?
I mute myself. I don't mute them.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'm not going to turn the driver's talk off because I don't want to hear them. I can mute my own chat. Holy cow, what do you think I am? Some sort of, like, mean person? I don't know. All right, so camera angle is set. And then we're one button push away from being back on chase, so we can go through our chase progressions
There you
here.
go.
Yeah. Let's take a look at the leaderboard, see what we got. Mr. Sheriff coming in and sniping a P1 spot with a 22.971. All the way back to Kerry
He's been on a
Brooks
tear
now.
this. He's been on a tear this season. He
No,
really has.
Sheriff's having his breakout season. It's awesome. Absolutely
on a
amazing.
controller too.
Yeah, for the most part,
Intense.
we don't actually know. Oh, saved it. He's drifting, baby. 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10,
Gotta
11,
love the
12,
drift.
13. I got 13 drivers. Lucky number 13. Drivers, 10 minutes until driver's briefing.
There you go.
Yeah, keeping him announced and stuff.
Hi, Ben Miller.
Oh boy.
I don't like how that tone was.
I don't either. I think that was.
I really don't like how
Harry,
that tone
I'm
was.
really tired of seeing your rear bumper from the last race.
Uh-oh.
Are we?
I'm trying to wiggle it a little bit for you.
Oh no.
What's happening? I don't know.
Yeah, no, I should have told him it was a PG stream. This is not good. It's really not good. All right, Drew. So, ignoring the fact that all of the information you need is right up here in the top left corner, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Tell me a little bit about USA International. What do we got here?
Oh, USA, not active anymore, sadly.
Yeah, it's a freaking storage facility. What the hell?
I know. It is.
Makes more time.
It is an absolute glory of a track on iRacing, although not any longer, in the real life. But
Yeah.
one of my favorite oval tracks, I will say, in terms of short tracks, that in South Boston has a way to my heart, even though I don't race oval all that much. But we've got a 3/4 mile USA International Speedway here that is pretty symmetrical. I mean, every 1 and 3 and 2 and 4 are very symmetrical in terms of the turns.
Symmetrical
But
confirmed.
the pit lane definitely pops out at you. That is going to be something that these drivers are going to be tackling today, and it's going to be exciting to see how they are going to handle it.
Yeah, kind of comes down off of the apron there all of a sudden on you, and then exits the same way. It's really nice though. I'm not gonna lie. Like some of the tracks don't do the pit lanes well, but I think USA's is pretty neat because honestly, I feel like you're supposed to enter it on the backstretch on the apron and ride the apron around, but I could be wrong.
That would be the safest option.
Yeah.
That would be the safest.
Yeah, because the drivers are definitely not. Let's who do we want to onboard with here? Give me a name.
Ooh, you know what? Let's go with Sean McMillan. He has had, I think, if I recall correctly, he's a little bit newer to us. Never mind, he's in the pit lane.
He is in the pit.
He is in the pit lane. We saw a lot of Kerry Brooks last week, but you know what? Let's look at Randall Sheriff just exactly to see what. Well, he's exiting the pits. They're entering the pits.
He's coming
so,
in. Oh, no.
You know what? We've got the number 2 of Parker Patrick Kelly as well.
There we go.
Who's been in the scene as well. He's currently making his rounds around the track. But
yeah, coming out at 4
overall,
right now, actually.
Yeah, exactly. Don't want to tap that wall, though. That's something you want to avoid for sure.
That's why he hugged it. Yeah. Did you see that transition there, that difference between the, oh my, sideways? Hang on to it, PPK. That little transition, yeah, you see he's going to come into the pits. He's going to take the flat side because you see how the track kind of goes up an angle there. You don't want to be transitioning on that. That's why the guys on the racing surface definitely won't be doing any sort of apron cutting to their own advantage here. Because if you do that, you're going to go for a ride. It's going to be bad.
I think one Ben Ruprecht did try that last week in the ARCA series.
Ben Ruprecht's brakes took him for a trip. He had the steering wheel, much like you grab a bull by the horns.
And Randall Sheriff going sideways on the front stretch.
Oh, I want to see.
You should. Well, he has gone back to pit lane at this point.
He has.
But,
you
might be able to get a replay.
Clips. Yeah, let's see it.
There you go.
Can't escape me, Randall Sheriff. Uh-oh.
It looks like he just took a little bit too much apron there.
Yeah.
You're more of the expert, but what do you think?
Oh yeah, you see it. I mean, we'll go into slow-mo here, but you see the second the car lurches upward from the apron pressure right there, it's gone. It's gone.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, his wheels aren't even turning left; they're straight as a missile, and he's still just gonna go for a ride. So, and bonk. Yep.
There it is.
Great. Not great at all.
Definitely not.
Or halftime still. I'm like, why is he going so slow? And where's my audio? Replay controls, baby.
Well, looking at that, I mean, it's still impressive. You see how snappy he's getting right there, but he's still holding it strong. That's 100%.
Yeah, man. No, he's doing a great job. Just hope that it doesn't wear his tires out too much with all the wheel sawing that he's doing currently. We see Thornton and Carey are kind of working as a group of two there. They're pretty close on the track. The only one that's got a time between them is actually the car behind them, and that is Mr. Raphael, our Dunkin' Donuts machine. Looking hella fresh, right?
Absolutely.
We could say that, right?
An official broadcast, so why not?
Fair enough.
There
All
you
those
go.
things you want to say. Yeah, I'm wondering who's gonna break the. I'm wondering who's gonna break the cussing brigade. Last time it was Ben Miller. He was the first one to drop the F bombs. So let's see what happens.
He did it on stream, oh man.
Yeah,
I
he
swear.
did. He did.
I swear.
I love TV Mix. That is so cool.
It is one of the better cameras, that is for sure. However, I will say iRacing's cameras in general. Oh boy, that's the 21 into the wall.
Watch out, cameraman.
Yeah, he's got to be on his neck on a swivel right there, because otherwise.
Or shielded, very shielded. I'm gonna go out there with
hockey
pads.
Yeah, that too. Yeah. For sure.
Give me 1 second, buddy.
So,
1 second.
Yeah.
Drivers have got about 5 minutes left before the briefing starts. About 5 minutes. Yeah, you're all good.
But a definite difficult track sometimes USA can be, and
hey, here's Sean.
Some of these, there we go. Some of these guys have had some practice with USA with last week in the ARCA series, so we'll see if that can transition. Yeah,
I mean, you would think the other way around, you'd want to ease into it with the slower car, but we took the faster cars there first. Just how the schedule's lined up, but some of the drivers pulling double duty. One of those, actually, that talked to me about it was a Mr. Will Rempt, currently sitting in the pits. Probably looking super fine, though. Yeah, he's your silver car in the front of the pits right there. Yeah, he did not have the most fun he could have had last week in the ARCA Cars USA, but
I feel like there was a lot of people that did not have the greatest races last week in the ARCA series.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry.
Yep. Yep.
So we will definitely see how everything transitions to this week. Hopefully a much better race. USA always providing some good racing, but the street stocks in general in the past seasons as well, we have always had some pretty good races, so I'm looking forward to it.
Me too, man. It's gonna be a fun time. I was hoping to see if we could get some more guys up in here, but it looks like we're stuck at 13. I believe 13 is probably the number of drivers we're gonna stick with, which is terrible. That's about a average size of a rookie session there, about 13 drivers.
Yeah, of course.
So 100 laps tonight, 3 tire changes, though these guys probably won't be doing that much unless it's under caution.
Yeah.
Yeah, just hopefully we don't have too many of those. Plenty of time for, I think everyone got their caution fill last week in ARCA, so I think for both
I think
series,
they are definitely not wanting any more. That's 100%.
Yeah, for sure. All right.
Neither are we.
Yeah,
we don't want them either. So.
I am plenty okay with no cautions or low cautions tonight. I think that would be kind of cool. And now you want no cautions. You want a little excitement, right? But like.
Yeah, of course.
So try to pull up my notes here. I don't think. And I didn't even do anything for week 4 because you guys run a road course, so I don't have any warnings.
Yeah, with street stocks being a lower powered car as well, it should, and I do say should with heavy emphasis, at least be a little bit easier on these drivers, but we'll see.
It does have a lot more weight to transfer, though. 3,400 pounds compared to the ARCA cars, much lighter and much more fit 3,100 pounds.
Yeah, no kidding.
So, yeah. Stock cars are not light objects, but you know what? This is fine.
Exactly. And we always love the street stocks, It's been the foundation for Downshift, and so we are always excited to bring the excitement.
Yeah, that's definitely a good way to put it. I'm excited to bring the excitement too, Drew. I think it's phenomenal, actually.
I would agree. I would absolutely agree. It is phenomenal, to say the least.
I think my favorite comment so far today in the Discord general chat, which you folks can join via the link down below. Hey, how about that? There's a plug. Mr. Ben Miller from the Street Stocks chat mentioning, he said, "Can Ben's Red Bull powered powertrain built engine survive the full 100 laps of USA International? Find out today on today's episode of Downshift Esports Street Stocks. It'll be a good time." So we are
Awesome.
all excited. All right, it is 8 o'clock, so it is time to get official. I'm going to get these gents over in the briefing room and pop over there too. Why don't you come join us, Drew?
That sounds good.
All right. Gentlemen, it is 8 o'clock. It is time for the driver's briefing. Please filter over there now if you have not already, and we'll get chit-chat before qualifying. Okay. I don't think I have anybody running on the track. Ben, I promise you your engine's not going to make it if you keep doing that. I promise. Oh my goodness. What a nerd. All right. All right, so I have 14 people. All right, perfect. 14 people because Drew's tagging along because somewhere in the world there's a wacky broadcast going on. Who'd have thunk that, right? Craziness. Anyways, welcome everybody. Week 5, USA. Personal favorite of mine. Um, Absolutely fantastic track for racing. So it's going to be a good. I finally figured out how to get the dash up on one of my black boxes. There you go. Very nice. It's going to be a good time. I think you guys are going to enjoy it. I got 13 drivers on the grid tonight as far as I can count, which, take that with a grain of salt because it's me. Um, and we have, and that explosion brought to you by the 31 car finally giving up on the front of pit road. So tonight I really don't have a whole lot. I think I saw a few people doing a pit road entrance, and they were doing it at the beginning of the turn 3 on the apron, which I really liked. I know there's no rule against it in iRacing, and I'm not going to try to enforce it, but especially if we're pitting under yellow, guys, I would definitely look to cut onto the apron as early as possible there to make your transition nice and smooth. These cars do not like the apron to turn banking transition whatsoever. And yeah, like Ben said, just don't pass anybody. Make sure you maintain your speed and understand that you are on a shorter circumference at that point. So you may or may not get penalized for that. But if you do, for some reason, I will go back and take a look at it. And as long as it wasn't super, super egregious, like you did it by like an inch or something, then we can talk about it. But if you're, going 170 on the apron and then lock it up in front of the pits to get an advantage, then I'm not going to be cool with that. So, yeah, just keep an eye on that. Normal incidents are back into play this week. We all know one incident warning is an EOL penalty, and the second one parks you for the race. I have no rollovers from last week. We had a fairly incident-free, besides just a couple dinged up fenders and a couple people taking themselves out. Um, Race at Lime Rock, so nothing to roll over. Let's see. I'm looking at the chat right now, and it's just a bunch of memes. Drew's also here, so like again, memes. Yeah, I don't really have anything else? Does anybody besides Sheriff have any questions regarding anything that's going on? Sheriff, you can ask questions too if you'd like to. Um, yeah, any questions, comments, concerns, anything? Did I really cover? There's no way. Ben, no question, really? I covered everything? You serious? Wow. I. Oh, there we go. Thank you. See, I didn't think I was perfect. Mr. PPK, if I can call you that. Come on up. You have great initials. I don't know. I just think PPK sounds awesome. What's up, Parker?
It's actually a nickname.
Neat.
So yellows. Are we going to
Yes.
be more aggressive than iRacing? Because I know iRacing generally is okay throwing yellows here.
iRacing is throwing the yellows, and
Okay.
so I can throw one in addition if it's like something that really needs a yellow that iRacing is blatantly missing. Um, but as far as cars spinning off the track, towards the back of the pack, especially where they're not affecting other people's racing lines, I'm going to try my best to not throw a caution every time somebody spins out, unless it's, going to cause a multi-car pileup. But if the person, happens to find their way back onto the track or they're rejoining and the leaders are coming, I'll throw one to prevent something possibly bad, and then we'll go over the reason why they spun, for any warnings or whatever that need to be assessed, if any racing incidents happen. So,
Okay. So in other words, people aren't. Hopefully, people don't get punished too hard for self-spinning.
yeah, the current status of things is that if it causes a yellow, it is still a warning. But if iRacing doesn't throw a yellow for you, I'm probably not going to throw one so long as you can get going before the leaders catch up. And if there's no yellow thrown, then yeah, you won't get a warning for it because the warning is for a yellow. So no yellow, no
Okay.
warning. Yep. So my recommendation is don't spin out, and things will go great.
All right. Cool.
Right on. That's a good question, though. Thank you, Parker. To anybody else, Sheriff, do you actually have something to say? Your hand's been up 1,000 times and down 1,000 times. Going once, going twice, going 3 times. Neat. All right, so nobody's got anything. All right, cool. I'm going to advance the session and get this thing on the road. Awesome, guys. Very excited for tonight. Let's see it. Have a good one. All right, and now we just need to get back in it here with Drew, who I'm hoping is going to be probably in race control booth. There we go. Okay, we'll do that. And then we will advance the session. Hey, there's that Drew guy.
Hey,
Oh,
I hear
God.
more engine revving.
Yeah? Do you?
I do.
They get excited, when the session's
Constant.
turning over, and yeah. So who do we want to watch qualify? Pick someone out for me.
You know what? I think it would be exciting to see how Brandon Ritchie does, if we can get an eye on him.
Okay, he's not in the car
Let
yet,
me-
but we will. Oh, there he is. Nice little chopper cam here. Let me get my up for you there, so you can watch what I'm doing. Tom's throwing shade at you. There it is.
Oh, I know.
He would never. I just want you to know. Tom, don't you listen to him. You do what you want.
Well, we'll watch Brandon Ritchie going around, doing his first flying lap. What's your prediction, Ben? You know these guys a lot.
Man, I don't know. They all have their moments, man, where they are just all of a sudden coming unglued. But Richie's gonna have to make sure he doesn't 0x the wall there. Or I can tell you where I think he's gonna end up, which is at the back. Very interesting though that he did not use a wind-up technique coming out of 3 and 4 of his warm-up lap there. A lot of guys will do that to try to make the first lap actually stick. So look at the results. He's P2 on the boards after his first lap. Washes up a little bit out of turn 2. Now down the backstretch on a pretty good trajectory here. Let's see how the car feeds it into 3. Nice and steady. Very good. Right to the yellow. On the gas, straight as a missile. That's a good looking lap. Let's see, does he beat it? Takes,
We'll see.
man, two or 3 hundredths off of it. But no
Wow.
position change. So it's currently sitting P4. William White's the only one to break into the 22s, the 22.980. And Harrison,
pretty nice.
Harrison
Yeah.
coming up there, but look at this. Everybody's got a time set. That's something. What's up with Parker in this 24? It must have had an interesting first lap, but he's coming to the line here. Watch this one shoot him right to the front. Ready?
Oh,
Boom.
oh, Oh, midway
midway.
through. It's almost. But Randall Sheriff as well,
Yeah.
finishing off. Oh my goodness, and he absolutely clobbers the wall on the end of his.
Yeah, it'd be a shame if somebody was watching this. That's a bummer. All right, so it looks like
Absolutely clobbers.
Parker
it,
is parking it, no pun intended. And he's the
Everyone
only car
else is
out there,
finished,
so
though. Yeah.
everybody all set to advance. Looks like we're good. I don't see any hesitation. Nobody's saying yes. Nobody's saying no. Going once, going twice, going 7 times. Is that a yes? Is that a no? Maybe.
Maybe.
Let's do it. Somebody just ran to the bathroom.
Who just ran to the bathroom? Tom, what'd you say?
Yes.
I can't hear anything that Tom is saying. All right, well, let's advance it then. All right, gents, advancing. Let's have a clean, fun, not too clean though, because it is short track racing. Short track race. Yeah. Do the thing. And here we have our pole sitter, the pace car.
Gotta love the pace car getting up to the top of the grid like that.
Mm-hmm.
He's been fast all weekend.
He has. A lot of usage, man. He turned a ton of laps last week in the Arcas, man.
Oh, he really did, yeah.
It's crazy. God,
absolutely.
It was the Mustang in Arca, actually.
That was the prep he needed, you know.
Yeah. I think he had a faster average lap than Jimmy did, actually.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's good
Poking
stuff.
fun at Jimmy, we love it.
Yeah, I mean, who else is there to poke fun at? Tom? Come on.
As long as he's behaving, he won't have.
Dan said pick Sheriff. I missed that. Sorry, Dan. I am watching that now. That'll be interesting. All right, so with race control duties, I don't really get to watch who I want in the race as much. I kind of got to be race control, but we can still 100% commentate on a few folks, and as long as we kind of relatively keep going through the field and all that fun stuff, then we're 2 to green, 1 to yellow. Huh?
You have a brain fart.
I'm reading what Tom said, and yes, I am.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, definitely not understanding here. All right, so wow, somebody is.
Okay, as long as
like
he's behaving.
Crazy. Tom behave? No way. All right, so as we go through the field here, let's just take a peek as these guys start to roll here. William White takes the pole with Harrison Ellis in P2. Rafael Valera, or there's no L in there. I messed that up. I'm just going to call him Rafael because I'm terrible with names. In P3, Carey, second car on the outside in P4. Let's get up to these guys. P5 would be Mr. Sheriff. P6 would be Brandon Ritchie. P7 is PPK, Mr. Parker Patrick Kelly. P8, Sean Milliken. P9, this is not working out well because they're all shifted. P9 is Ben Miller. P10 would be Mr. Kyle Foster Moore. P11, Thornton Thomas. P12, Austin Leach. And sitting all the way in the back, looking to make the Mover of the Day award here, Mr. William Remp. He cheats, though, because his car is built of lighter material, naturally. So.
Well, when you're a lighter person than, say, myself, for example, I'm a heavy boy, so, you're always going to be lighter on your feet and be able to control the car a little bit more.
What's that like? I don't know how that is.
I couldn't tell you. I unfortunately can't.
Yeah, there's a big blink out of the 17 car there. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Volume full. Okay. Making sure I can hear my boys here. Not too talkative tonight. The Arca field's definitely a much more talkative bunch. We'll have to keep an eye on this. We're going to go extended third person here just to kind of watch the group go for a cool view of what this restart's going to be like. You're going to see the Richard Petty red and blue colored car take off here any moment.
Green flag, green
flag. He gets the green and he goes. Wow, he waited.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
Oh boy.
4 wide in the back over there. Oh
man.
my goodness.
I don't know if I agree with that. There's still 3 wide, though, holding it very steady. The
They
wall
really
comes
are.
up quick, though. Oh, my goodness. Oh, man.
Wow.
Thornton's trying to pick the peg hole to push through as fast as he can. Now he's going to make it 3 wide.
That is Wayne Ruprack getting squeezed to the wall like no other.
I think that's Mr. Sean, actually. Wade is not
Oh,
running
is
the
it
series anymore.
Sean?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That is correct.
All right, man. Caution is out.
With the number
Caution is out.
17, he yeah. There's a caution right there.
There
so.
was. That did not go as well as we might have hoped. Let's take a look at what happened here. I think that was... Looked like it was going to be a self-spin, and then Sheriff kind of finished him off there. So in these situations, I've really been looking to try not to ruin people's races further than they already have been with the self-spins, Drew. So we'll do a little live race controlling here. But see, the issue with this is, if you're trying to point blame on the 99 car, in my opinion, of course, is that he did not actually get a chance to save or not save the car before Sheriff was there. I don't blame Sheriff because it's very hard to slow down, but I also don't want to blame Raphael because he didn't actually spin himself out. He was helped. So in this situation, my judgment is no fault on any driver, no penalties assessed. What do you say to that?
Yeah, I would be inclined to agree there for
All right.
sure.
Well, I think we're going to make Raphael's day by saying this because I'm sure he didn't want to start his race off with a warning. So let's go ahead and let him know.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. All right, gents, caution was caused by contact between the 6 and the 99 car. The 99 car starts to lose control of his ride and is in a counter steer when the 6 car, natural progression of speed through the corner, comes up and taps him in the left rear quarter panel to complete the spin. This one will be logged as a racing incident due to the nature of the spin, and no penalties will be assessed at this time. Thank you.
And there we go.
Yeah. I feel like I become a different person every time I hit the M key. It's weird.
As you should.
Tom says
you're
I
a
was
very
joking.
professional human being, but you also bring with you that personable personality, as we'll say.
You said person one too many times. I don't like it. All right, Kyle is catching up.
Do you think it's phenomenal that I said that? Or?
I want to die.
17, you're disappearing on my end.
He's been blinking a lot.
He looks to only blink under yellow. I've seen a couple people do that. Has he been blinking under green too, or just under yellow?
Didn't notice under green. I guess it could be like the ARCA guy's problems too.
Yeah, I learned about that last week too. So we'll take a look. If he's still blinking under green, we'll go from there. But I'd like to see it under green first before we do anything. But thanks, guys. Keep letting me know, please. Always good to have communication with your drivers too, because at the end of the day, they want to have fun too, and they'll make sure that they give you the information you need to make the right calls too. So, oh great, Tom's
Absolutely.
in the frickin' chat. Awesome, that's what I needed in my day. What's up, Tom? How's it going? Your boy's looking stout up there. What do we got? 1, 2, 4. It looks like 1, 2, 4, 5 for the Sim Races for Mental Health team. I think Brandon's on your
Sorry
team,
about
right?
that, Ben.
There are quite a few of them, yes.
All right, well, let's take a ride with Mr. Kyle here, who came in for a pit stop after that first caution.
Green flag.
Much
green
better
flag.
start this time from William White there. Yeah, that guy. All right, oh,
Yes, him.
Sheriff's
Yes, absolutely.
nice and tight. Let's go ahead and use this fancy blimp camera angle that we built today. So, man, we're going to have another 3 wide. Got another 3 wide incident immediately. Holy cow.
Oh my goodness.
And we closed it,
These
though.
guys definitely starting early, that's for sure.
Oh, careful, Ben. Oh, man. Ben and looks like Thornton. A little contact there on the straightaways. They go into one. That was your blue and orange colored cars. Oh, man.
Sorry about that.
A little incident, but it looks like he saved it.
We're
caution.
still
No,
good.
that's fine.
Nice
We
and
are
early.
still good.
Nice and early. Nice and early. All good. Yeah, get this aggression out now, guys, so we can calm down for a little bit.
Still too wide up what looks to be 7th and 8th place, if I recall.
Something like that. I don't know. Again, that
Something,
math
yeah.
thing, but that's Austin Leach
Yeah.
trying to put a fender underneath. Looks like Ben Miller there. Thornton has pulled away from both of them now, trying to catch up to this lead pack as you've got a 2-car breakaway at the front here with is William White and Randall Sheriff. Again, can't speak enough to Sheriff's absolute domination this season on the track. I mean, everywhere he goes, he's competing. He's always in a position to win
Absolutely.
this race. It's fun to watch. And right behind those guys is the tight pack there of what looks to be the rest of the sim races for mental health guys there. So Harrison there, or Harrison Ellis there, Kerry Brooks, and Brandon Ritchie, who is getting a lot of pressure from Thornton right now. As you see that blue car all over the back of that green Mountain Dew ride. The second he
Yeah.
backs off, Ben Miller takes a peek to the inside. Man, nonstop action as they're trying to go too wide for the lead too.
The
Gosh.
front is also just really close together. I mean, Randall Sheriff coming from, half a second down to less than a quarter of a second within a couple laps. So he's definitely on the back. But a lot of stuff. There's a dive from the 21 right there on the inside, or a look rather.
Mhm.
Going to keep his front bumper, at least for the moment. He's going to pull up, but does he get the momentum? He does. I think that's because the 22 got a little bit loose right there in Brandon Ritchie.
Yeah, he tried to keep it off the wall, I think, and had to do a little bit of extra wheel sawing there to make it happen. So good for him, though. I think he kept the side of that Mountain Dew machine nice and clean here. As we'll take a peek here as we've been in this far out camera. Someone watching on their phone is probably like, "What the heck are these guys talking about?" So we'll take a little bit of a peek here as we see. Oh, Brandon trying to get more Baja Blast on the wall here. Got to make sure that he gets the fair
That's
shot
why
of it.
That's why you said earlier he was hugging the wall rather than touching it.
Yep.
So he is definitely making his place known right now.
Yeah, he is.
When it comes to that wall,
he's trying to get that outside line to work, but he's driving it too deep into the corner. You see how wide it goes there. He had Ben Miller and Austin Leach about ready to clear him here as well, losing position really quickly on the top side as you see more cars lining up on the bottom. This is why they call it a freight train. As you come on the bottom here, and looks like Austin is going to complete the pass, and Raphael's going to file in here. Not quite ready to make the pass here yet. Oh, and there's a spin. Oh, is he going to save it? Oh.
Caution is out.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
and that's definitely not what you want to see.
No.
For sure.
No, that was not good. I think Austin took a little bit of a wider entry than he was used to there. And then, oh, yeah, way too much brakes. And then again, tried to save it. I'm telling you, though, great move by Raphael to get through that. And I think Sean also had a pretty decent move as he only really clipped lightly the three cars he went by. Let's take a quick little onboard here with Sean before we make a call on this, just to check out what he saw.
Always have to go through and see exactly what's going on.
Yeah, so you see a car loose and he wants to go high. And, oh, that switched around on him fast, and he really tried.
Wow.
Oh man, he tried. But you could see, and here's the thing, right? And here's why I'm really happy with what Austin did too. Is you can see it in the slow-mo. Look at how hot the front brakes on that three car. He's locking those things up. So you can't say for 2 seconds that he wasn't on the brakes, because those things are molten right there. So he sure was trying to get that thing wound up. So hopefully Sean can get his car fixed up there. But I don't know. I'm going to have to go with a no fault on this one again. I think that's just tough racing. And, Brandon tried to whoa up here. Obviously, when a car gets loose in front of you, it's hard to adjust your speed. He tried to back off, but...
Of course, yeah.
That's a tough one. So...
There's definitely a lot that it takes in order to save a car like this. That's why they're learning it,
Yeah.
They're learning the ways to do so, and although he was saving it, there was definitely a little bit of help. So
yep.
I would be inclined to agree with you yet again.
Right on. All right. Well, let's let them know that we do. Okay. Let's do that. All right, guys. Caution was caused by contact between the 22 and the 3 car. Again, similar to the first caution, the 3 car on entry gets loose and starts to spin, gets into a counter steer, and then is tapped lightly by the 22, causing a full spin. In which case, a beautiful dodge by the 99, and then a last-second jerk of the wheel from the 17 to attempt to miss it. Just more short track craziness, guys, but no incidents here, no warnings assessed. Just another one of those short track incidences. Thank you. I mean, like, broadcaster
always
mode.
Glorious in the explanation.
I'm like in broadcaster mode for the explanation, though. These guys are probably like, what the heck is he on about? Like, what is he doing?
Damn, I'm looking at the 77's bumper again. Might as well be my wallpaper now.
That's awesome. We could probably make that happen, Thornton, if you want.
I mean, I'm not complaining. It's a nice looking livery.
Careful, Thornton. He's taken. He's married, so you got to be careful there. All right. Let's take a peek here from the results of Austin, who, thank goodness, is still out on the track after that hit, and Sean seems to be
Honestly,
as well.
yeah.
He took his from the side though, which is good. These things are, I'm telling you, I mean, we talk about some cars,
Green flag, green flag.
some cars being a little bit sturdy, but these things are built like bricks, both aerodynamically and, oh my goodness.
They really are. Oh my goodness.
Well, that was a test. Wow.
That was a test, and so far they're good. They're still rolling. There's no issues at the moment, so
I've got to go back and check on what happened there. Let's see here. Looks like Raphael gets into the...
Yeah, I don't know how that was in yellow.
sideways still rolling. I mean, relatively still up to speed, but Sheriff, while all that was happening, now moves into the lead.
Oh my goodness. Is he really?
So he has moved into the lead. He has passed William White, and I think he's going to be happy about that.
Yeah, as he taps the wall. Nobody saw that. That's fine.
We did not just turn over to you right as we were saying that.
Yeah, no, I didn't. I did not. No. No caster curses here. I'm just
nope,
I'm just hoping
not
we
in the
see
slightest,
a good race
not at
from
all.
Ben Miller today. Otherwise, we're going to have to keep an eye on him from friend to friend here because he has not been having a good time. It's 2 races in a row of engines going on him, and then last week in ARCA, he actually got parked for all the incidences. So it's just not a fun time for Mr. Miller. So hopefully he has a standout race there, and of course, you know, him seeing a little bit surprised that there wasn't a caution there, but hey, no car spun, so got the car a little bit sideways, and then Raphael corrected his own mistake. He erased his own warning point right in front of our very eyes by straightening the 31 car out. It's funny how that stuff works.
That's the thing is sometimes these things are very hard to save, and when you get it down pretty well.
Yep.
Showing the skill that you have in terms of being able to save those is really what makes these guys just brilliant. You know, that's why I'm sitting here and not racing down there, Ben.
Or I bet you could give him a what for if you really wanted to.
I don't know about that.
Well, they've been running it every week too. These guys get a lot of practice in. We have our 3-hour
really
practice
do.
sessions the day prior, and they get a pretty good jump on it. So can't complain though. Can't complain.
No, not
It's a
in the
good
slightest.
time. Looks like everybody's kind of relaxed out in a single file here, Drew. Not a whole lot of action going on from
For the
anybody's
moment.
perspective. Yeah, you know that's going to change in a minute. Oh, Mr. Will White's been sneaking back up to the bumper of that 6 car, I noticed. So a little bit of action there in the back as it looks like Miller has cleared. I'm trying to think of who the car behind him is. That might be Kyle Moore, I think. In the Folgers car? Let me take a peek here. Yeah, Kyle
Or
Foster
the-
Moore. Yep.
Yeah, yep, that's him.
Yep, and the old Folgers ride there. It's another old classic Mark Martin scheme, if I recall correctly. But it's a Chevy, so maybe not.
Well, don't look now, but we do have some cars looking to get into the mix for the front as the 77 of Kerry Brooks.
Oh my goodness!
Slowly creeping up
Is he
to
lost?
the leaders.
I
don't think he's lost.
Oh man, is it unlike him? I think he's only leading the points championship right now. I mean, geez.
Oh man, he might
Jeez.
be a little lost then.
Yeah, he might
he's
be.
used to the front. I would
he's
imagine.
on a 2-win streak in street stocks right now. He actually won his first street stock race 2 weeks ago. Then he wins the ARCA race the same week, and then he wins the street stock race last week. So he had 3 downshift appearances where he won a race in a row. That's just, you know, flashes of Jimmy Hayden there, just winning everything he touches for the moment. USA wasn't quite as kind to him, but hey, I don't know how anybody could catch Jimmy with a caution coming out every 3 laps. So, you know,
yeah,
what
with
you
the
gotta-
ARCA. With the ARCA League being as heavy as it was in its cautions last week, I definitely think there was some issues with racing in general.
Yeah. Yep. Oh man. It
Oh,
looks like that's a
man!
move. That's a move.
Wow, that was so close.
Let's take a look here at what's going on between these two up here in the front here. Like you said, that was a pretty good move. I gotta keep an eye on the rest of the pack to make sure they don't kill themselves while I'm not looking.
Absolutely.
But
They get heavy in their fights for this, especially. Still early though, but yeah, that was definitely
Yeah, it's funny though.
definitely close.
You see how Will, right, is just very casually running his line. He's not really making any adjustments for Sheriff or anything. He's got Sheriff walking all over this track to block him right now, and that's going to pay dividends later for sure. But it looks like the action has subsided for the moment. He's still right on his bumper there, but nothing too crazy. We do seem to have a battle for last place there. I think that's William Remp getting around Sean McMillan. Milliken. Again, names. What is it? Sean. Yeah, McMillan.
Sean McMillan, yep.
Yep, I did it. I was right. Yay! It's Tom, not relaxed. It's 93 degrees out. Well, let's figure it out, Tom. I don't know what to tell you.
I don't think these guys getting heated in their cockpits is really helping the heat out there. I'm just saying, but
yeah, they're fine. Tell them to rub some dirt on it. They'll be all right.
Well, I mean, if you bring them to a dirt track, Ben, maybe so. Then we can rub some
I'm
dirt
telling you
on
what,
it.
with the amount of fun these guys have been having this season and the joy that it's been to race control for them as a street stock league specifically, as you see, oh, that's a bit of a move there from Parker as he used up the side of Brandon's car to pass him, but he does make the pass there, but that's actually a Ken Schrader throwback. Okay, the Folgers.
Harrison!
Oh my goodness.
All right, man.
Getting loose right there, and unfortunately will cause the caution.
I think he had some help there, but I'm not sure if it came before or after he got loose.
Yeah, I think from my angle at least, it was a little bit after, but definitely got the help with a little bit of a bump on the inside right there. Oof.
Yeah, I don't know how you blame this one on Thornton. I mean, you see the impact point here that the car is making. I mean, he's a solid car length and a half off the wall there, so. And I think.
Yeah, it is rough for sure.
Yeah, Thornton's reaction to turn the wheel left, I think, came from trying to keep his own car off the wall. You see how much angle it shoots left there on the initial contact, so it's a tough break for Harrison. That impact wasn't too bad, though. I think he'll be mostly okay. Maybe go in and get the sledgehammer guy to beat on the thing a little bit.
For sure.
So, but we'll take a look at this from Thornton's point of view here in the cockpit before we give our official ruling on it. Yeah.
Oh boy,
plenty of space, and then
he was still turning left as well.
Yeah, and he just leaves plenty of space and gets absolutely hammered by Harrison, getting a little bit loose on him there. So it was that the 21 and the 35 of Harrison, I think?
30, I think you're right.
Yeah,
35?
35 of Harrison.
Yeah.
All right. 21, 35. All right. All right, drivers, caution was caused by contact between the 35 and the 21. The 35 car comes out of turn 2 very, very loose, crosses over and connects with the front end of the 21 car, causing the 35 to spin off of his nose. Due to the nature of this, we're going to label it as a racing incident, and no warnings will be assessed at this time. Thank you. So if anything there, I would have given the 35 a warning, but I just don't think that it was egregious enough, in my opinion.
Not in the slightest. So, I definitely don't think it was an egregious move, and definitely got loose was Harrison on that, but yeah, nothing intentional at all.
Nope. Right front's a little dinged up, but and the rear end's a little bit dinged up, but other than that, it looks okay.
Yeah.
And I was told that this
should be good.
This is a Kenny Schrader throwback from what Tom's telling me from 1989. So that's pretty cool. Thanks, Tom. That was good to know.
Nice.
Good to
I
know.
guess he's old enough to remember that, isn't he?
Yeah, some people are really into some of those older paint schemes too.
That was a jab, but it's all right.
Well, you jabbing Tom? Nah, you wouldn't do that. You wouldn't do that to him, would you?
No, I don't think so. As long as he's good, all right, you know.
Is he though? Is he really? Anyways, so everybody on the lead lap. Nope, Sean Milliken. Oh my God, Sean McMillan.
you having an okay time over there?
Ding, ding, ding.
Oh man.
There we go. Off the restart though, too wide, of course.
Yeah, what did I miss something? What happened? Why is William in third all of a sudden? And Sheriff's, I guess he would have been the first car on the inside, so I guess
Some
Carey's.
pits. Yeah, some pits happened as well. There were a few people that dove into the pits
I don't think it was
for
any of the front
any
guys.
sort of reason, you know.
Yeah, I don't think it was any of the front guys, though. But I have to say, I think Sean McMillan has the nicest looking one lap down car I think I've ever seen. So hopefully we can get another caution for him before the end of the race without him being involved in it, so that he can get his lucky dog and get this lap back, so that we get all.
I really hope so, honestly.
Yeah, I like all 13 cars participating. I used to try to do some wave rounds, but
I think we always try to have that, you know.
that got messy. Man, look at the gap that Sheriff opened up there. That's quite something. We'll take it to the Turbo Bowl Blimp Cam, sponsored by Anti-Gravity, because it doesn't move. It's just a really long, it's one of those construction site like lifts, but it's just like industrial, quote unquote, which is the word that you put in front of things, which basically means freaking big version of whatever that is. So it's the industrial lift, and yeah, so you see the gap that Sheriff has pulled, but it seems to be something that Sheriff is not going to be able to maintain all that well, as it looks like it. That old 43 Richard Petty schemed ride is coming for him. So
he's coming, and he's coming fast, that's for sure. But meanwhile, Ben Miller looks to have passed the number 3, or kept his place from Austin Leach in that number 3 car. So good on him.
Yeah, he's
single file for the moment.
Yeah, catching right back up there. And we've got Thornton getting another great look at the back end of Kerry Brooks' ride there. So that should be fun. Here's something that we don't get a chance to do too often. Why don't we take, do we have a gyro cam? I do have a gyro cam. Let's take a gyro cam of Thornton Thomas here as he chases down the 77 of Kerry Brooks for about a lap. Let's take a ride. And pray for no cautions while we're doing this. Or, well, I mean, if there's going to be a caution, make sure that iRacing calls it correctly.
Yeah, of course.
And you can hear that thing go right into almost a full-blown slide on entry. Just all 4 tires just skirting across the pavement here. Thornton's
definitely
got a
scrubbing a little bit. But...
yeah. I don't think you're going to not scrub with 3,400 pounds trying to yank around what is eventually going to be a 180-degree turn. But
absolutely. Keeping momentum, though, is important when you're trying to go through the turn with these banks.
Yeah, that was a good slide.
Kerry getting a little bit sideways as well, maybe a little too deep, but has more momentum than what Thornton does right now. So keeping relatively same amount of time between them at the moment.
Yep.
Oh man, the number 3 of Austin Leach hitting the wall, getting very packed up, but in the meantime, he's gonna dive into the pits now. So he definitely didn't like that. That's for sure.
That's not good. Did he have any help, or was it just all him?
It looked like it was just all him from that point of view. But the number 2 now, as well, getting past the number 68. So Harrison, or not Harrison, my apologies. PPK.
Yeah, baby.
On Kyle Foster Moore right there.
PPK is passing KFM. KFM's a radio station, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. Yeah. I think there is a KFM radio station. I don't know where it's I don't know where it originates though.
I'm not sure, but I can tell you, Mr. William White is all over the back of Sheriff right now.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I honestly think he's just biding his time. It's only lap 51. They're only halfway through this show, but
exactly.
He's got him in his pocket right now.
That's the big key as well, is like you definitely want to make sure that you are striking when it's feasible to and with enough time. But plenty of time, so he's just waiting for a mistake possibly. I would say.
Something else they have to factor in, though, which is something that I always tell the ARCA guys every time they let Jimmy lead the first 80 laps out of 100, is that, hey, there's a lot of points in leading the most laps, guys, so if you ever want to prevent him from doing that, somebody else is going to have to take the lead. Oh, Sheriff hits the wall in the straightaway.
Oh, man.
It's a little tap, but it is definitely going to put him in a weird spot. It looks like Austin did get back on the track, but now is unfortunately 3 laps down, so that definitely won't be good. Oh, Sheriff getting a little bit of apron there too. I think Will's going to send it here. Yep.
Oh, man.
Yep, there they go.
Both of them loose. They're getting heavy now.
And as they fight, that 77 car is going to start getting bigger and bigger in that screen there. He says, "They stay too wide, guys. I'm almost there. Let him go."
Man, what a good battle between 3-4 corners now. Oh, my God. Just a little bit of a tap, and that sends Randall Sheriff almost into the wall. But now Kerry going to get a great chance possibly here, and William White taking the lead for the time being.
Yeah, Sheriff seemed to kind of bounce off of the right rear wheel of William, who, I mean, was just holding a good line. I think Sheriff was just trying to hold him a little bit too honest there, and rubber on rubber contact, up pops the 6 ride up into the wall there. Did a good job making sure it wasn't a hard impact, but definitely still got a handful of wall there, so.
Well, I think he was able to avoid the wall, thankfully, a little bit, but it was definitely an issue for him right there.
Yeah, for sure. As you see Parker getting around a couple of these guys in the back there, he just put a little bit of a move on the 35 car. I saw the 35 car had to go pretty wide. So his ride's still holding on. Some of these guys are definitely going to want to keep an eye on their gauges, though. And some damaged front ends quite possibly could be leading to some overheated motors here.
Absolutely.
Please, for the love of all that is holy, not on the 31 card, though. I don't think his little heart could take it if his engine blew again, so.
I don't think he could. Just can't catch a break as that number 31 car.
Nope. And as we say that, he absolutely just body slammed the wall. Oh, man. Come on, Ben.
How many weeks has he had a blown engine in a row?
Well, I think it was 2 races in a row, and then last week he got parked, so. He's just kind of on it, because counting ARCA, he lost one in ARCA and one in Street Stocks. He lost his motor at Lime Rock in ARCA, or in the Street Stocks, and then I think he lost it. Is it at Martinsville, I think, in ARCA? Or wherever the heck they were. But
I think it was Martinsville. I'm not 100% on that, but I think you are right.
Could be. Sheriff seems to have pulled himself up in a way of the 77 ride there. That's a pretty good look for him there, so that's pretty sweet.
Absolutely.
Looking very, very good.
Yeah, not much happening at the moment, but.
No, we had a little too wide action at the back. It looks like Sean's putting a move on a Will Remp at the back there. Completes that pass. Of course, Sean's still being 1 lap down as far as I know, unless he did a whole field over. That is...
The surprising thing to me is that we did see Kyle Foster Moore go into the pits, right?
Mm-hmm.
He dove straight into the pits, but he is still on the lead lap, as far as my timing table says.
Well, we watched Austin Leach dive into the pits after he hit the... Oh, that's not good.
Was it Austin?
All right, man,
oh,
big crash at the front. Sheriff spun out. Kerry caught him, and Thornton did too.
Oh, wow.
Car in the middle and P4, guys. Stay low, stay low. That was a super late call. Oy vey. Yeah, I think Sheriff just lost it on that one.
You know, Sheriff is definitely not going to be happy with that. That's for sure.
Yeah, I think he's all.
Hey, Kerry, can you take a look at the front of my car?
All that apron he caught. Yep.
Oh man.
Oy vey. Yeah, that's gonna be. I think that's gonna be our first warning of the race.
Fine, bud.
Unfortunately.
All right, thanks.
He did everything
He was doing
in his
so
power.
well as well.
Yeah. Well, I think he's going to end up towards the back anyways as he comes into the pits. There's going to be a bit redundancy here, but that's a big bummer. So
It really is.
the 6 machine is going to get an EOL for...
Yeah, I'm passing on the outside.
Self-spin. All right. All right, gents. Caution was caused by a self-spin of the 6 machine. So the 6 car will be issued their first warning and an EOL penalty for this race. Thank you. Give him a move to end penalty, which is just your right click list here, and then you've got all these options. There's a lot of different functions that put you, in a better place for that, as far as what to push and everything. But I do it manual. I'm never. That's 2 times this race that Carey's hit someone and netcode fixed his car. Yeah, it happened in the ARCA race too last week. His rear end came flying off, and then it just kind of like transformed back onto his car. So listen, man, netcode giveth and netcode taketh away. All right. Yeah. Wow, his car is pristine for absolutely smashing Sheriff. That's hilarious.
Honestly, yeah.
Let's take a peek at
No
that.
kidding.
I want to watch this and see if it actually does like dent from the impact here, because he hits him pretty good.
He does. And the fact that it's
There it is.
still
Yep.
intact as much as it is.
You can watch
Oh,
it frame
man.
by frame. You can watch this thing buckle off of the collision right there. Boom. And the netcode's just like, nah.
Unbelievable.
Nah.
Wow.
That's funny. That is too funny.
iRacing giveth, and it also taketh away. So
Carey hacking confirmed. You trying to call out your own driver? Tom, jeez. It's not good. Yeah, as we are on board with Carey here, looking back at the 21 machine, Thornton, he seems to be in pretty okay condition as well. Just a little scuff there on the left front fender, but nothing a little, I don't have any aerodynamics to begin with, won't fix.
Exactly.
Once these guys get all formed up, this will be kind of cool to see the perspective here. All right, Drew, I got a question for you. Since
Yeah,
I'm
of
feeling
course.
it, pick a driver on this list and we'll restart with them. From the
Restart
cockpit
with them?
position.
Why don't we restart with our good old friend Sheriff in the back, just to see how he's going to be able to bounce back from this.
Sounds
And
good.
also just to see how everyone in the front of him is going to do.
Yeah, well, that's a good idea. So, going to be military settings here on the 6 machine as the green flag drops. He's got Mr. Ben Miller to his outside. A pretty slow start for the 3 machine in front of him, but he's going to sit back and bide his time here. The 3 machine gets a little wide. Sheriff still catching that apron, man. He's got to stay low. He really likes that low side. He likes it too much, I think. So it looks like Carey and Thornton are still too wide at the front here. Got this absolute mess of cars in front of him here, and he's going to be looking to try to get around them as soon as he can. But at this point, it looks like it's going to have to be a 3-wide move, if anything.
Oh man. Oh
But
man.
You can see how tight it is. Oh, as he puts the move to the inside there. He's really tried something. He really tried something, but it didn't quite stick. Now he's got Sean McMillan, who is now on the lead lap, back with him. Ben Miller kind of sneaking his way. Oh, Harrison getting nice and loose.
Oh
but he
my
saved
goodness.
It. Sheriff said 3 wide. Don't mind.
Wow.
What a move. An absolute move.
Sheriff's still on the top side, keeping Austin Leach honest right there, and he's going to pull out just ever so slightly ahead.
Yeah, he's going to clear Austin right there.
Yeah, he's going to clear him right there. So, wow, what a restart from Sheriff.
Absolute blistering restart, man. That's a driver determined to undo his own mistakes there.
Absolutely.
For sure.
He's already on the back of the 68 as well.
Yeah, you see Austin Leach getting a little loose in the background here. Lots of action, so we'll hop back to the blimp cam to take a peek at this. Looks like Harrison ended up falling all the way to the back. Harrison's not having a very good race today. I mean, he's remaining on the lead lap and staying out of all of the bigger incidents besides getting turned there off of the nose of the 21 machine. But, yeah.
Oh, man.
Let's try to get around.
Brandon Ritchie and Parker Patrick Kelly, or PPK, going side by side now.
Yeah, the last time.
Terry as well, up ahead, going too wide.
Yeah, he's trying to get his position back underneath Thornton there. I'm telling you, every time Parker gets next to Brandon, he uses up a little bit of his door. I think Brandon's going to start getting a little sick of that. I think we'll see what happens. As Brandon slides backwards, loses a good handful of spots there, and just got to catch his breath there, man, because he definitely was a little bit loose. So that was good though. It
Yeah,
was good
these guys
saves.
are.
Oh, what a crossover! Look at Ben Miller sending it to the inside. Oh man, that was pretty.
Wow.
That was pretty. Let's take a look at that. Ben Miller got the move on. It looks like Sheriff. Oh my God, Sheriff gets around him too. Where the heck did he come from?
What is happening right now? This is crazy from all of these
Ladies
drivers.
and gentlemen, Sheriff is back in P5. Are you kidding me? Looks like Ben's trying his inside. Though Ben says, wait just a minute. I'm not done with you. Sheriff's going to get a really good exit here. He might almost clear Ben by the end of this turn. Ben's really going to have to be smart on his entry. Sheriff sends it in drift mode. You saw the e-brake pull and everything. Oh, Ben makes contact.
Oh, man.
And Ben's going to be in the wall. He saved it, though. That's just some tight racing on a short track there. But, oy vey.
Wow.
He used up a little bit too much of his car there. Oh, I didn't see, Will Reb dropped out to packet loss. I don't know if that means that he left on his own or if he lagged out. But if he lagged out, that's a big bummer. Oh, man, I just actually got a message from Brian saying Will's power went out. That's a bummer.
Yeah, Will is definitely off the track at the moment, but too wide from Sheriff and the number 2 of PPK, and Sheriff already moving back up. He has already cleared him, and he is on
All right, Randall, I'll let you go. Now go get him.
He says, yes, sir.
Look how tight he is, too, to that yellow line. He is determined.
Yeah, man is flying. I feel like Ben spun possibly by himself there again. I see him getting up to speed on the front stretch there. By himself. Man, Miller is just having one heck of a time trying to get that hot rod figured out today.
I can confirm that was a self-spin on himself all the way into the inner grass. And no caution as it was out of the way, so.
Yeah, that's good, and he's avoiding his ZOL penalty, but he is under pressure now from William White and P1 there to go a lap down as they're kind of in the same corner. You see the top 2 cars on your screen here. I don't know if my cursor will show up here, but here's Ben Miller, and then here's William White.
Yeah, that is... He's going to be under pressure, but even more under pressure, I think, is...
Thornton.
Yeah, our leader at the moment of Thornton. And Carey is going down the inside now. Only 20 laps remaining in this 100-lap race at USA Speedway. And Carey is saying, this is about the time that I should be taking over.
Yep. It's money time. He usually shows up about then. That's pretty cool, man. Gots to go. Thornton, I mean, he's holding it strong on the outside, but he's going to send it too deep here. You're going to watch him fall off unless he can really round this corner.
Oh, and there it is. Too. Oh, he's going to go down the inside, though, the switch. Maybe.
I don't think he's got enough momentum. I think Carey's going to lock it in here. Oh, gyro cam pops up on the mix. I can't see anything out of that. Come on, iRacing, you were doing good.
But what a great race these two are having right now.
Yeah, don't you blink for a second because old Mr. Sheriff is coming into this picture hot and quick, man. Man is flying on a mission. I think all he wants right now is a caution to get everybody grouped back up so he's got a chance. Maybe he wants to get past 1 or 2 more cars before that happens, but Thornton's starting to go the wrong way. It looks like Raphael's going to start pressuring him as he looks to fall off the bumper of Kerry Brooks ever so slightly. A couple cars in this field begging for a caution right now. I think that 31 machine is looking for one as well as he comes sliding into the pits. Makes a little contact with the wall there. Now he's going to bring it down pit lane. Just, man, such a rough season for him. I'm not quite sure. It just seems to be his positioning.
I think so, and some of it as well can be just the mentality, right? The mentality of, maybe waiting up until the later parts of the race in order to make moves or put pressure on people. And don't look now, but Sheriff taking that advice is putting pressure on everybody as it is go time for him with 15 laps remaining.
Yeah, like I said, they're really all just going to be looking to get a caution here. Again, Will White just out on his own there, coming out of P4 and P1 here, as Kerry Brooks is only in the middle of P3 going into P4, so there's a good, according to iRacing, 3.2 second gap right now, so Will is definitely running his best race, and I honestly think they're going to need a caution or some sort of big mistake out of him to even reel him in. So
Absolutely. And Kerry has already pulled out a decent gap as well between him and Thornton. I mean, all the top three are evenly spaced right now. And I don't think it's going to be changing unless someone just has a major kick in high gear or someone makes a mistake. So because right now they're looking consistent, all three of them.
yeah, I think PPK is kind of riding off the coattails of Sheriff in the 6th there. I'm not sure Sheriff can get it run up on Thornton Thomas's 21 machine. He looks like he's closing the gap ever so slightly, but he might be getting a lot of heat in those tires, making those moves through the field too. So you never know. But not too many cars close enough, as you see Ben Miller does make his way back onto the track. I bet 4 laps down, unfortunately. He had to get some damage repaired there. Just smacking the wall up a couple times. I'm not sure if he got tires or what exactly he ended up changing on that 31 machine.
Absolutely. Yeah. The thing you always want to do, especially with these cars, and it is difficult, but when you find that comfortability, right? When you are driving comfortably, there's not a chance, albeit very slight maybe, for you to go sideways, for you to lose control or anything like that. When you are comfortable with a track, when you are comfortable with a car, you tend to find yourself being able to just drive without having to think about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's very true. Although that comfort kind of goes away when you start putting other cars on the track around you and they start pressuring you to do those things you didn't want to here as we come in on less than 10 laps to go now as Williams going to bring it to the flag for lap 92.
Yeah, Thornton getting pressured now already by Sheriff. So this is now a fight for second place. Sheriff going to be right on the tail end of Thornton. He's got the momentum coming out as well. Taps him ever so slightly. And Sheriff's going to lose a lot of momentum as now he has to defend from PPK of that number 2 car. He's holding him honest. He's holding him tight. And he is going to keep his 3rd place position. But now I think Sheriff is only looking to at least try and get 2nd place as we're closing down the laps.
Well, remember, he'd have to catch Kerry to get 2nd place because Thornton's in 3rd. I got William White way out in 1st, way in front of all of these guys.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
I got all of my positions.
I got Thomas in the chat. Like, you forget about the 43. I was like, well, I didn't. I think somebody else might have. As he is just way out there.
I might have, yeah. I apologize. But, yeah.
Give him credit where he is due, man. But he is Gone out of here. 43 car is flying right now.
Absolutely.
Running extremely smooth and consistent laps on the bottom. And at one point, again, it was pointed out to me that William White is actually running faster laps than Sheriff is. So all that, all that's running up that Sheriff is doing. Of course, it doesn't surprise me when Sheriff is, flat sideways and defending from 6 people and trying to pass 4 of them and all that. But this does seem to be the source of the most action right now. These guys fighting for 3rd. That of Thornton Thomas, Randall Sheriff, and Patrick Kelly. 3rd, 4th, and 5th, and every time one of them looks to the inside, they both look to the inside. Here comes the move on Sheriff, and Thornton's going to block him. Oh, man, he brings it right to the bottom. And there's PPK.
Caution is out. Caution is out.
And there it is, the caution. The Sheriff gets sideways. That was an interesting one for sure. Oh, and Ben Miller coming out of the pits just gives PPK a little slight tap.
Oh, yeah. I don't think you saw him there. Oh,
sorry,
gosh.
Parker.
Oh!
Stop my car. Didn't have the time.
Slightest tap, but looking at that incident was...
Yeah,
it was definitely tight.
This is one of those ones that makes it difficult to be race control, that's for sure. First off...
Yeah, no, that was a mess.
Yeah, Sheriff got blocked all the way to the bottom. Thornton wasn't going to give him an inch. And PPK just kind of runs right into Sheriff there on that one. I suppose Sheriff was a bit slow.
Well, PPK gets a little bit of the apron too. Look at that. Look how heavy he's diving in there.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what trajectory he was on there. I'm not sure. It just kind of seems like he was expecting the 6 car to fly up the track. I guess, and that's what he was going to dive underneath and take advantage, but that didn't happen. And then the 99 runs him over.
Definitely a heavy dive into that with 2 wheels on the apron.
Yeah, that's a tough one, man. I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, if I were race control here, I would be giving the incident to the number 2. Unfortunately, just seems like it was very heavily cooked.
Yeah.
We are in the latter stages of the race, but that's just cooking it way too much down on the apron. So
Yeah, man.
that would be my opinion. But I am not race control, so
Yeah, I know everyone loves my job, right? No, I think, unfortunately, as much as I don't want to, I think I'm going to be forced to agree with you on that one. Although he is in the pits already, so I guess he isn't going to be too upset about it.
that will actually bring out a GWC as well.
All right. All right, drivers. Caution was caused by contact between the 21, the 6, and the 2 machine. As the 21 car blocks the 6 down to the apron, they make contact and go up the track. The 2 car puts 2 wheels on the apron and attempts to undercut the 6, rear-ending him, causing him to spin. I'm issuing an EOL penalty and first warning to the 2 car for initiating the spin on the 6. Thank you.
Never something you want to hear, that's for sure, as a driver.
I've got a passing under yellow too.
Also, that's weird.
Wonder if that had something to do with you getting all tangled up there on pit road with Ben Miller, probably?
I think so. I thought the 17, I realized it was going to be faster than the 17, so I started slowing down.
All right, well.
And then I thought I let him by because I went into the pits when he was right at the line.
All right, well, we'll give you a reset and then an EOL, so you're getting an EOL. How's that sound?
That sounds great.
Okay, cool. All right, cool. He's like, yeah.
That sounds good.
Can Tom have an EOL? I don't know.
Can Tom have an EOL?
I'm trying,
Absolutely.
Tom. All right, this is gonna be, oh man, GWC. First of 2 attempts at the GWC here, gents. First of 2. So let's finish it in 1. I think we can do it. What do you say? Wishful thinking, right? I believe the pace car is going to roll off here, and we're going to have our last, or hopefully last, if not second to last restart, as William White gets a fantastic
green flag.
launch out. Thornton was really pushing him, then backed off at the last second. Now Carey is holding very steadily on the outside, trying to pinch him down for all he's worth.
Oh,
Got a little
man.
loose there, though. Raphael reacted, but it slowed him down enough, I think. Oh, but Raphael's going to get a shove.
Oh, man. Too
Oh.
wide going into the corner. Sheriff overcooks it. He has to back out. So he will no longer be in a good position to get top 5 even.
Nope.
But look at that.
That's the white flag, though, right there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. There's Ben. Oh, man. And Harrison's going to go for a spin. That's unfortunate, too. I think he might have gotten spooked a little bit by the 17 car appearing in his
A
face.
little bit.
Oh, man, that's such a bummer. And that's gonna do it, though. That's your
That
checkered
is
flag.
going to do it. Yep. And the winner, William White, being strong all race. I mean, without
Good race.
hesitation.
Good race, everyone.
Yeah, that was something, man.
Good job, William.
All the props
All
going
right,
out from the
everyone.
drivers. Always love to see it.
Yep.
I feel a little bit bad about that move, Carrie. That was
Fireworks
a
in the
bit
air.
Borderline. I'm sorry.
No problem. All you had to do was pull over. Good race, man.
Well, finally gets his donuts. I thought he was going to get some last week when he was putting up those times at Lime Rock, but no, he ends up getting it this week, which is awesome, man, and really cool to see the 43 STP machine sitting in victory lane as well, and that's a nice park job he's got there in the victory lane. So that's really
That
cool.
is awesome.
Absolutely, man. What a run. Let's Let's go back and run through. I kind of want to get a little spectate action on that whole last sequence there, maybe from Sheriff's perspective, because I know he definitely had a really rough restart. He ended up getting shuffled really far back, but we'll take a ride. What do you think? Gyro cam, maybe? I know you guys like gyro up there. I like cockpit, but take a ride in the gyro
You
cam
love our
here.
gyro.
Really trying to make some moves on the outside of Foster there, and then checks up for carry a little bit, and then ends up bouncing the wall. And I think it's either this turn or next. He's gonna. Oh no, he gets some contact from the inside there. Oh, he gets. I think Kyle kind of moved him out of the way there a little bit. And him and Sean are wrestling across the start-finish line for 1 lap to go. Watch too much NASCAR. I want to say sponsored by Credit One Bank, but that's not us.
If only. If only. But yeah, I mean, what a race from everybody in the field.
Yeah, he brings it to the checkered flag here. Getting a couple questions about the results here. So let's take a look at the results. I just want to follow maybe carry for the cooldown lap here. But here are your results. So P1, William White, obviously.
I think you were fine there, Thornton.
With a fantastic race for him. Thornton Thomas pulls away in P2 after repeatedly telling us how sick he was of looking at Carey's rear bumper. Which is good. So Carey gets a P3, Raphael, P4. Kyle Foster Moore, and I think his first top 5 of the season, starting 10th, so that's pretty awesome. Brandon Ritchie in P6 started where he finished, so we can't be too upset about that. Sheriff falls 2 positions from where he qualified, back to P7. Sean Milliken, P8. PPK brings it home in 9th, and Harrison Ellis brings it home in 10th. And as for our lap down drivers, Austin Leach is going to bring it home 2 laps down in 11th. Ben Miller, suffering some heavier damage later in the race, brings it home 12th. 7 laps down, and Will Remp, who unfortunately lost power during this whole brigade, will finish 13th, 37 laps down. So P4 and P9. Gotcha. All right. Okay, 75. Right on. Look at Harrison on the white. Oh boy.
Well, 11th to 2nd isn't a bad race. I'll take that.
Yeah, I saw it. Tom, what you getting at for me there, buddy? I saw, like I had mentioned earlier, I saw the 17 kind of blinked. I think kind of spooked him a little bit, but I mean, that's a self spin, buddy. No assistance, as far as I can tell, at least. It's a bummer, though. It definitely put a damper on what was already a pretty rough race for him. So that's too bad. Definitely too bad, but yeah, I mean, that's
definitely rough.
Yeah, I mean, not a whole lot to say. It's just kind of unfortunate. I mean, some people have good races and some people don't, you know. I mean, it's not a whole lot you can do about it, but hey, our 43 STP machine bringing it home. He scared himself into a spin. Yeah, I mean, I kind of reported on that during the race, Tom. Maybe if you were watching, you know, it would, but all fun. No. Thanks, guys. I really do appreciate y'all coming out. Drew, it was a lot of fun. He's got some great short track. Yeah, you're just here to publicly make fun of him. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. Oh my God, this is the worst, best team owner ever. I hate love him. Oh man. Anyways, yeah. So
wow.
With my UI up, telling me to configure my controls the whole race here. I am Ben Ruprack. With me, as always, Drew Akers. Had a fantastic time. Drew, any closing thoughts on the old USA International, buddy?
I feel like this was much better than what was seen in the ARCA at USA last week. That's all my notes.
Yeah, I think every street stock driver should go in a general chat right now and call out everybody in the ARCA field. Be like, hey, you guys can't race for crap. No, there's a lot more horsepower involved in the old ARCA car. It's definitely a bit more of a challenge. And I think the ARCA field had like 10 10 or 12 more hot rods in the field. So, but no, I mean that was a good race. It was a lot of fun to get a chance to do this with you again. If you guys are watching this past, present, future, I don't know how past would work, but you know, I really appreciate
I
you
watched
guys.
it like 20 minutes ago. I'm
Wow,
pretty sure.
you're all caught up, so you know what I'm gonna say. That's neat,
Yeah,
man.
exactly. Yeah.
Anyways, it's my horoscope. Anyways, you guys this is too much fun. You guys have a fantastic evening. Thank you all for joining. And we will maybe see you next week. Maybe not. Maybe we'll be doing some GT3 racing on the weekend with Mr. Kerry Brooks. Who knows? This channel does a lot of weird things because it's mine. Have a fantastic evening, gents. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.